Well, Harvard's president continues to be under a lot of pressure. In fact, it's mounting as so the allegations of plagiarism have also mounted as well. Before we were talking about 7, now maybe 40. Now, some are having fun with it. This historical website, Babylon Bee, poking some fun. This is a pretty fun headline here. Investigators beginning to suspect Claudia Gay's novel Larry Potter in the Sorcerer's Rock may have been plagiarized. Of course, this is after she refused to state that the calling for a genocide of Jews actually violated Harvard's rules. I'm going to bring in now Miss Teen Crypto, Randi Hipper, and Federalist writer and co-founder of the Chicago Thinker, Evita Duffy. Ladies, welcome to the show. Let me start with you, Evita. This is issue. It started with a focus on the students, right, and how the reaction to what's happening in Israel and the Hamas war, and of course the brutal attacks in October. But it gravitated to these presidents who don't seem to be doing a lot about it. And of course, Claudia Gay drew a lot of attention to herself when she couldn't condemn genocide or the calling of genocide for Jews. And now they're going after her academic record. The bottom line is colleges. They just seem to be going in the wrong way, the wrong direction.
Yeah, they are, and I think the reason why you're seeing so many young people siding with Hamas, right, in this conflict is because this is what they're learning at the universities, who have completely rejected the idea of truth-seeking, and now they're entirely focused on Marxism and DEI. And the reason why this president actually is not qualified for her job is because of DEI promoting people who are not actually the right person for the job.
The irony, of course, is she stole a lot from black professors who might have been further up the food chain based on merit. Randi?
You know, I think the overall system is broken, which is why I went full-time crypto and didn't go to college to begin with.
Yeah, because you should be in the third year of college right now, right? I mean, I knew you were in high school, so you said forget about college.
Yeah, I did, because I think the system's broken. They told me to go to school for finance. Why would I go to finance school if the system is broken? That's why I'm in crypto. We need free speech, and we need a way to solidify and have more transparency within the college system and financial system.
And of course, you do go to colleges every now and then, though.
Yes, I spoke at Columbia University over the summer. I like to speak at the colleges.
All right, congratulations. So this morning in the stock market, overseas in China, their stocks fell apart, some of them, the gaming stocks. President Xi has called a war for the last couple of years on gaming. I know where he's coming from. In Japan, there's a thing called grass eaters. They found about 20 years ago the boys stopped being interested in everything, including girls. Their population is going to go from 120 million to 80 million people. He doesn't want that to happen in his country. I want to ask you, Evita, how concerned are you that video games and social media can actually somehow crack the fabric of our nation?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a serious problem, right? We do have iPad kids. We do have people that are spending more time on their phones and not having real human interactions, which means they're not having relationships and having children and repopulating the nation. But the problem is that we have to ask, is it the job of the government to tell people what to do, how to spend their time? I think as somebody who wants to become a parent, I don't want to co-parent with the government. And so I think this is something that should happen from a social thing, right? A social movement of people saying we're not going to have our kids be on these phones or have these video games versus the government coming in and telling them not to spend time or money on video games.
I'll let you answer that, but I got to ask you something in your wheelhouse too, though. There's a lot of push on outlawing crypto or banning crypto, and there's one movement out that listen. You've been the Pied Piper of crypto since you were like a toddler. I mean, are you concerned the government will eventually try to blow it up?
In the U.S. or China, either way, it doesn't matter because they physically cannot shut it down. It's honestly a delusion. I think, honestly, when you go to places like China, they just don't want an economy, whether that's in-game or in crypto, that they just can't control.
All right, got less than a minute to go. Got to ask you about this. I'm reading about Gen Zers being afraid of big menus. Too many things on the menu, it costs too much, they don't have the right kind of foods. I mean, just 80, it's like 80% of it. Is this real? I mean, is this real? I'd start with you. Is this real?
Yes. The menu anxiety is real. Frankly, I don't have it because I love to eat and I go into a restaurant, I know what I'm looking for. But people do have anxiety because I think there's less of a push for people to speak for themselves than there was previous.
That's weird. Evita, have you seen it?
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen it. I think we're infantilizing a lot of young people so that they don't feel like they're confident enough to have real human interaction. I think the phones are a big deal with this. I think also COVID, where people were really allowed to digitalize their whole world, played a big part in this, and it's a real problem.
All right, ladies, I want to see you back here. In the meantime, Merry Christmas. That was a great fun. We'll try to make it at least give a little bit more time.